Alright, lift it. Alright, you can't. Cool. Come sit here. Alright. So, first of all, I want you guys to understand there is nothing wrong with these people here. They're all awesome. Let's not measure their strengths against each other. You're the oldest, right? No, out of these three. It's fine. He has more muscle tone. He's big enough to lift that all on his own. Just bear with me, He can also lift, but to keep it up, he needs a little bit of help. He cannot lift, speaking theoretically, he cannot lift these chairs. Alright, so, Neo, Daniel, and? Say again? Vero. Okay, cool. You guys can take your seats. Alright, that was just a demonstration of what I'm going to speak to you about tonight. Alright, I want you guys to think of these chairs as a problem in your life. One huge problem. A mountain you have to climb, or let's say a giant you have to face, just like a huge problem in your life. We've all come through them. If you have no problems, raise your hand. I want to speak to you afterwards. Alright, cool. Everyone has problems, right? Alright. Sometimes we are in Neo's shoes. The Lord allows a problem to come into our lives. And Neo's like, alright, cool. God put a problem here. I've got to shift this problem. So Neo picks it up, no problem. Gets rid of it. Neo's like, cool, that was easy, fine. Sometimes we have problems that we can handle all on our own. Sometimes the problems are a bit smaller than us. Cool, no problem. Sometimes we are in Daniel's shoes. Problem is quite sizable, man. Or like there's many of them. And we try to lift the problem on our own, but we just need a little bit of help, man. And then sometimes we are like, we cannot lift the chairs. No matter how hard we try, it is physically impossible for us. It is out of our ability. We cannot do it. Okay? Now, if, let's say, this is like a math test that Neo has in grade 9. Yeah. So that you can bet the tests, they are hard, right? So let's say this is a test. Neo comes like, yeah, I've studied. I might get detention if I cheat, but it's fine. I'm going to lift these chairs. This math test isn't going to be a problem. It's like, sure, it's a small problem. There's nothing wrong with it. And you can get rid of these small problems. Now, let's say we are in Daniel's shoes. No, we have a problem in our lives. It's difficult. We have a problem in our lives that's very difficult. We can't solve on our own. We get stressed about it. And sometimes we try to lift it all on our own. And we can't lift it. We can't lift it all on our own. We can give our part. Say let's also with the math test. He can ask God for help. God can do 50%, but God is not going to help him unless he does the studying part. God's like, alright, I'll help you. You do your studying part. You lift your weight, and I'll do all the rest for you. I will give you my wisdom, and I will give you my understanding, but you have to do your studying. I'm not going to do this math test for you. I'm not going to come to Daniel and be like, yeah, sure. The whole pace, boom. That would be an amazing superpower. Damn. And then sometimes we're like Mbelo, where the problem in life is a lot more serious. Say your parents are fighting, or a friend of yours just committed suicide, and you have no idea what to do. And you try to sort out your problem. You're trying to lift it all on your own. You're searching around how to lift this problem. You're trying to solve it with your own strength and your own ability and stuff like that. Like, damn, My parents are fighting. I think they're on the verge of divorce. I have no idea what to do about it because I have no say in the matter. A friend of mine just committed suicide in America. Their parents are grieving. My friends are grieving. And I'm over here in South Africa and I don't know what to do about it. I'm sitting here. I can't solve this problem. There's nothing I can do about it. And when you get a problem like that, believe it or not, unfortunately, there is nothing you can do about it. You are not strong enough. There's nothing wrong with you. You cannot lift that. You're not strong enough. You do not have the ability. Okay, cool. Now, if I am in Neo's shoes, God sends a problem. God's like, all right, let's see how he handles this. It's small. He should be able to do it. God steps back. And Neo's like, sure, lifts the chairs, good. Sometimes God sends many of them. And Neo is lifting a lot. And then after, say, a day of lifting these problems, you see him walk and break and his biceps are just sticking out. That means he's stronger for the next problem. That means the next day God can add a chair and the problem is a little bigger. A little bit more tougher for Neo, but he can lift it because he's been training with these problems and the Lord knows he's stronger for it. And day by day the problems get bigger and Neo is stronger for it if he keeps facing those problems. We all get problems like that every single day. Sometimes though, we are in Daniel's shoes. Now this is where it gets tricky. What are you guys laughing? What's wrong? Alright. A problem a little more serious. Something that we try to handle. And God's like, alright, we're going to allow this problem to come into your life. Let's see what happens. And you're struggling, you're lifting, and you get a little bit of it off the floor. You're getting half of the chairs off the floor. You feel accomplished, but the problem is still there. And sometimes we just need to say, God, I need your help with this. And God comes and he lifts half of it and your problem's gone. But the Lord is not going to take those problems away because he wants you to be stronger. The Lord is not going to take the whole problem. If he knows you can lift half of it, he's not going to take the whole thing. He's going to make you lift half. Once he sees you lifting half and asking him for help, that's when he'll come and lift the other half. Now, sometimes, like with the example, a friend of yours commits suicide, there's nothing you can do about it. This problem is just way too big for you. And the Lord allows it to come into your life. You cannot lift these chairs. You cannot solve the problem. My parents are fighting. My parents are about to get a divorce. My parents don't agree with my friends. My friend committed suicide. I don't know what to do. I cannot lift these chairs. I've tried. It's out of my strength. At that point, God's standing there. He's like, this is your problem. I'm here if you need me. And you're trying. And sometimes God's like, okay, let me help you. And you're like, no, I have to try to solve this problem. It's big, it's ugly, I have to get this out of my life. And you try. But listen, you're not going to lift that. And God's still like, bro, you're not getting these chairs off the ground. What you have to do is take that problem and let it go completely. Say, God, this is my problem. Actually, no, it's no longer my problem, it's your problem, God. The Lord places huge problems like this in your life to test your faith in Him. And we all get problems like that, problems that we cannot solve by ourselves, problems that we don't have the strength to solve by ourselves. Now, if the Lord is busy helping you, He cannot lift these chairs if you're still holding on to them. Might make it a little difficult. He's not gonna lift them all the way off the ground if you're still holding on to them. You might just drag them down. You have to completely let go. You have to open your hands and say, God, this problem is now yours. It's not my problem anymore. You've taken it. It's in your hands. My hands are open. I don't have to worry about that. Like, Lord, my friend just committed suicide in America. His family is grieving. I'm over here. I have no idea what to do. That's when you have to take it and you be like, God, that family of my best friend, it's in your hands now. I'm not going to worry about it. Sad thing, the problem was there and everyone noticed it. But I'm not going to worry about this problem anymore. You have to completely let it go. Carry on with your daily lives. And the Lord removes it. And then you can carry on with your life. Okay. Yeah. Just lost my train of thought. Anyways, so I want to encourage you guys. Problems will come in your life. And if there's problems you can solve, the worst thing you can do is sit down. If Nero's there and he sees the chairs, the worst you can do is just relax and just say, all right, the problem's there. Math test, forget it. I'll get a detention, it's fine. What do you think is going to happen then? He's not going to go anywhere in life. Next thing you know, he's got more problems piling up. And before you know it, you cannot lift that problem. You have to get rid of the problem as soon as possible. You cannot run from your problems. You have to face your problems directly. You cannot run from them. Now, if it's a problem that's too big for you, get rid of it immediately by asking the Lord to take it away. And we all get these problems in life. All right. I hope that touched you.